Day.
Yeah, as a fan, it's a difficult day. It's a sad day to say goodbye to Evan. Uh, I remember when Evan was drafted and he came here to Tropicana Field for his initial press conference. He was a young kid. He was excited. He had all the promise ahead of him. I remember meeting with his family and just talking about how his career could unfold, and his career has unfolded in a way that probably exceeded their expectations. He signed that first contract with us, and we thought he could be something special. And then the second contract where he committed even longer. I just think about the memories, our first playoff berth, the World Series appearance, just some of the incredible home runs that he's had. He means so much to our franchise. He's that cornerstone player, and it's a difficult day for us today as we say goodbye to him.
As with a move like this, how do you navigate the PR implications of all this with what you're trying to accomplish with the stadium and everything else?
We take all these factors into consideration, and there certainly is a personal side to this because of how much Evan means to our franchise and how we've grown with him over the past decade. It's factored in, and it was a difficult decision. At the end, we felt this was the right thing for our club, but there were many tugs on the heartstrings as we got closer to this decision and ultimately made the decision. And now it's for us to go out and build a winner in a different way and try to get back to our winning ways in the American League East.
Is this the hardest decision you guys have made, you think, in the history of how long you've been here?
We operate with limited resources within a tight budget, and it's been that way for over a decade, and we've made a series of difficult decisions. Those decisions have helped fuel our success, but this one is certainly the most difficult one we've had to make. Evan is the face of our franchise, and he's the one that we associate most closely with the Rays franchise. He came up in 2008 when we became the Rays, and we've enjoyed so much success with him. There's a somber tone in the office. At the same time, we make this decision as a group, and we move forward and try to get back to our winning ways.
Obviously, being the face, so what do you say to those Rays fans that are slighted by the fact that you just treated them as not?
We ask for their patience and their understanding, and we've made decisions like this in the past. And those decisions have yielded some of the players who are now faces of our franchise. That is the way that we operate, and we can only hope that with this trade and some of the players we got back in return, along with our recent draft picks and some of the other trades, that we're going to put together that next core group of players who can lead us back to that championship.
What would you say is a reasonable time frame for fans to expect you guys to be back?
It's hard to put a timetable on things, and it's difficult to line things up. But we're putting ourselves in position to have a very young, talented, and hungry roster for the next several years, with players already on our roster and then players who are coming up through our system. If we can get it together and sync it together, it has a chance to be a very exciting club in the next several years.
Do you expect or fear that attendance will drop early on with this move?
We're always cognizant of our fans and the reactions, and expect them not to be happy with this. These are the types of decisions we've made in the past, but this one is of a different magnitude. And so, we expect that reaction from the fans. We understand it, and as a fan, I get it. But we ask for their patience, we ask for their understanding, and that in the fullness of time, this will turn out to be a decision that is going to benefit us, and it's one that will help us get back to our winning ways.
Where would you kind of, put the overall health from the minor leagues up to the major league squad of the Rays?
We have a very talented young major league core, and our system is regarded as one of the best in baseball. It's been a focus of ours for the past few years to amass those types of prospects and to be able to have that next wave of talent that's going to fuel our success. Christian Arroyo adds to that group. Brendan McKay, who we drafted, was a great addition to it. And Eric Neander had mentioned Willie Adames, Jake Bowers, Honeywell. These are names that could become household names for us, along with a lot of other young players we have on our roster. We have the makings of a very talented team over the next couple of years, and I hope our fans will continue to stick with us. They'll get to know these players, get excited by these players, and come out and support them.
Is your expectation for Arroyo to be on this roster on opening day?
It's early in the offseason. Lots of moves will go down. Arroyo's going to be in the mix for us, and right now we're just excited to get to know him, to meet him in spring training, to have him work out with our club, and see what that fit is ultimately going to be this year and looking forward.
How closely have you followed his development since he went to high school basically an hour from here? How much have you guys coveted him throughout the process?
We knew him in high school and certainly covered him there. And in our conversations with the Giants a couple years ago with Matt Moore, he was someone among many other players that we discussed. So he's been on our radar for a long time. He's the kind of player that fits our system. And you look at him along with a lot of our other young infielders that we have. They could make a very talented group going forward. There's a big hole at third base right now, and today our focus is on Evan and giving him his due for all he's done for our organization. But looking forward, we have a number of candidates to fill those infield slots and provide a very solid infield going forward.